Hi, it's Jill Nurse, the Coldwell Banker, and this is your monthly market update for August. Well, I'm sorry I'm late this month. I've been traveling the world. Now, I went to Croatia for a friend's 60th birthday, had an absolute blast. If you've never been, put it on your bucket list. You will not be disappointed. Anyway, let's talk about the market. It's definitely balancing out a little bit, still a seller's market, but we're not seeing the craziness that we did before, right? So, I mean, everyone you're hearing from, seems like it's always on the news that, oh, there's so much more inventory and, prices are dropping. And it's not, we do have a lot more inventory, but we got down to almost nothing when we were going through COVID. So we had this market that was, the inventory was continually dropping, interest rates were very low, and then COVID hit. So there's this 2-year period, it's like a blip that made the market go crazy. No one expected it. We thought as agents that we were basically going to be on a unintentional vacation for a while. We thought that people were going to quit buying and selling, and that's not what happened, right? The market went crazy. So now with interest rates going up, buyers who were looking in the market all of a sudden realized that what they were looking for they can't afford. So they're having to rethink, reevaluate, come up with more money, buy a smaller house, different neighborhood, and that's just reality. So this is our new normal, and buyers will eventually get used to it, change their plans a little bit, and I think the market will just continue. So I included a lot of stats in this monthly update, so look at my newsletter. And because when I'm comparing 22 to 21, it's really hard because 21 we had, the inventory was just disappearing. So if you look back from 2017, 18, 19, it gives you a little bit more of an idea of where we compare to the past. Obviously, during those 2 years, prices went through the roof, which is great for sellers, right? Sellers have so much equity in their home if they bought 3+ years prior. So even though you're not now getting, $25,000, $50,000, $75,000, $100,000 over your list price, you still are getting a great price for your home. I mean, like I'm saying, go back and look at 17, 18, 19 and what home values were. And then on the buy side, buyers aren't having to compete like crazy like they had to before. We still are seeing some multiple offers, some homes going over, but for the most part, homes are selling at list price. Some are a little bit below. We're seeing price reductions, which, by the way, is common for this time of year. Take out COVID. We always saw price reductions this time of year. People always overshot the market thinking it's going to keep going up and up, and this time of year it starts to flatten out until next year we go around in the spring again. So that's our normal market. So buyers are able to get seller concessions from some sellers, which is nice that they can have help with their closing costs, help buy down the interest rate. It's just, like I said, it's just more rational, more realistic. Sellers aren't getting absolutely everything, and buyers are having to basically give their firstborn to get into a house. So it's a good thing. This is the kind of market that we want for everybody. And like I said, it is our new normal. If you look at the average sales price, and I usually say this time of year, it does dip down a little bit. And again, look back over previous years. And that's generally because the higher priced homes, for the most part, are usually bigger homes. And bigger homes are usually, or a lot of times families. And families just aren't selling this time of year. Kids are going back to school. They're, over July, there's vacations, they're doing all that kind of stuff. So you see less of the bigger, more expensive homes selling this time of year, and the lower valued homes continue to sell year round. So that's why you see a dip in sales price. It doesn't mean that home values are necessarily going down. That's just kind of the way it works. So I think once buyers reevaluate and figure out their new game plan, we'll see it, completely go back to normal. Hey, we have the Denver Century ride coming up, and it's a really fun ride. You can do a 50-mile ride, an 85-mile, 100-mile ride. They call it a party on a bike. It starts in Northfield in Stapleton, and then you go kind of around the city and come back, and there's food and drinks, and it's a good time every year. So click on the link if you want to sign up for that. And if you need any advice, you just want to talk about your home value or just have questions about the market, don't ever hesitate to reach out and talk to me. All right, take care, and I'll see you next month.